Hey guys, it's Rodimus Primal. I am back with another video, and today I have got some Transformers crossover news. It's made me scratch my head a little bit, because it is the crossover of something my wife and my daughter really love, and something that, of course, me as a Transformers fan love, and we're wondering if this is going to be any good. So I've got a lot to talk about, so sit back, relax, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, and let's transform and roll out. Okay, so the first bit of Transformers news that I want to talk to you guys about is the fact that Transformers Earthrise has started to hit the toy shelves in more places than just Ohio. I think it was Iowa, and now California. People are telling me that they've gotten it. People in New Jersey and New York have already started to see it. Not yet in my area, but people are starting to see Starscream and Optimus and Ironworks and Wheeljack and Hoist and Grapple, and the Micromaster sets are starting to show up. So those of you who are on the hunt for the Transformers Earthrise toys, you can find it in stores, or at least start doing the hunt, or at least maybe get your pre-orders in to be able to get it. But now, as for me, I'm going to be on the hunt, and I'm going to be purchasing things as I can. Of course, a lot of real-life stuff has to take precedent. So if you do want to help support the channel, you can always, of course, buy some t-shirts on my Teespring store, or you can become a patron, or you can support the channel as a channel member. In the meantime, there is a crossover happening that is kind of interesting, because it seems to be that a lot of comic books coming from IDW right now seem to be a lot of crossovers with Transformers. You have the new rebooted continuity, and you had the Galaxies. You have the Galaxies like spin-off, which is basically kind of like their modern Spotlight issues. But when I sat in the IDW panel at New York Comic Con, I met John Barber, he came to realize that he is a big-time brony. So this is probably something that he has been waiting for a long time. He probably really wanted to see, My Little Pony do a crossover with Transformers. His daughter, he said, is really into it, and they are continuing on with season 10 of the show, because it ended with season 9. And like my wife and my daughter loves to watch it. They obviously watch the older episodes on Netflix, and they've seen a few of the episodes, of the final season. And I guess this is kind of something cool for fans of My Little Pony, in addition to those of us who are Transformers fans. All right, it says in May of 2020, it's going to be a 4-week crossover event. When the main 6 gallop alongside Autobots in battle, the forces of villainy stand no chance. IDW Publishing, under the license of Hasbro, welcomes comic fans of all ages to enjoy the wildest crossover of Hasbro creations ever. My Little Pony Transformers, a 4-issue miniseries shipping weekly in May. In My Little Pony Transformers, the scheming Queen Chrysalis casts a spell in search of changeling allies, but accidentally interferes with a distant Cybertronian space bridge and brings Autobots and Decepticons to Equestria. As the dust settles, it's up to Twilight Sparkle, Optimus Prime, and others to overcome the menace of malevolent magic and machinery. My Little Pony Transformers assembles an all-star team of comic book creators for this mind-blowing series. You've got the writers here and the artists. I'm not going to try and butcher those names, so I'm going to skip over that. But that Tony Fleeks also provides cover artwork for the entirety of the series. It's interesting, Casey Collar is doing the artwork for this. I'm hoping I get to meet him while I'm at TFCon. The writing I've gotten to do individually for My Little Pony and Transformers have already proven to be some of the most fun I've had in my career, so it's pure joy to play them off each other, says Asmus. We're making a wild mashup unlike anything else in your comic book collection. You basically owe it to yourself and future happiness to get a copy. So in other words, in order for me to be happy, I need to read these comic books, right? Okay. It's been a delightful challenge finding common threads between the ponies and bots. It's certainly a fun and unique opportunity, says Flynn. I hope comic fans of both franchises can come together and enjoy this. I hope so too. I hope so too. As I'm scrolling down, I'm seeing these images, and you can see RC and Rarity. It's G1 RC in particular on this artwork, which I really, really dig the artwork on that one. And then you have the Galaxy Force Optimus running lines alongside Twilight Sparkle. You've got, I guess that's Fluttershy. I guess that's Rainbow Dash flying alongside Windblade, and IDW RC with Rarity. And I really prefer the G1 RC over IDW RC any day of the week. Now, Mag says, My Little Pony and Transformers are two of my all-time favorite universes. Having written them for both previously, the idea of bringing the citizens of Equestria and Cybertron together is an incredibly exciting thing, or is incredibly exciting. And John Barber says that teaming Transformers and My Little Pony has been a dream we've had for a long time. We're all really excited to see this mashup of characters by a mashup of creators who are honoring the legacy of both universes and doing it in the most bonkers, fun way imaginable. Now, I'm looking forward to this because of the fact that it will be an opportunity to help my daughter be able to read some comic books, because she's really picking up on reading right now. She's 4 years old, so she certainly enjoys Transformers and My Little Pony, and she certainly enjoys comic book heroes and action heroes, as well as dolls and everything under the sun. So, and Muppet Babies and Mickey Mouse, and of course my son loves that stuff too. So it's going to be fun to pick these issues up and allow them to read the comic books themselves, and hopefully not destroy the covers, because you know how comic books get, especially if you get physical copies, if they get destroyed. And but it's going to be fun to it's going to be more of a family investment thing that I think that comic book fans are going to be excited about. If you're a fan of Transformers, if you're a fan of My Little Pony. Personally, it's like this type of crossover is not my cup of tea. I'd rather read the Ghostbusters and the Terminator stuff over My Little Pony. That's just me. That's my own personal tastes. But you may really want to pick this stuff up. But again, like I said, it's not my cup of tea. But I want to know what you guys think. Do you think this is a really cool crossover, or do you think that this is just not your cup of tea either, and picking up these comic books is just like, it's kind of like beyond you? Personally, I would want to see, if I do pick up this comic book, I want to see more of the G1 female Autobots show up. I want to see Elita 1 and Chromia and Moonracer and Firestar, and like that particular team led by Elita 1 doing the crossover with My Little Pony. But we don't know what characters, except for what we can see already on the cover, will be doing the crossover. So we'll see how it turns out. But again, of course, leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Be sure to thumbs up this video and subscribe. Check me out on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. And you can also help support the channel on Patreon, as well as become a channel member, or check out my t-shirts on my Teespring store as well. And I've got more Transformers discussions. I've got another Transformers discussion coming very, very soon, about halfway done. So you should stay tuned for that. And as always, guys, until next time, till all are one.